Okay, good morning everyone. So last meeting, we were able to talk about the history of measurements. And today, we will now be applying those standard form and the English form of the metric system, wherein we will be applying that one into a word problem. So let's begin it with the first example of volume. We are still on quarter number 1, module number 1. So for the volume, a rectangular container van needs to be filled with identical cubical balikbayan boxes. If the container van's length, width, and height are 16 feet by 4 by 6 feet respectively, while each balikbayan box has an edge of 2 feet, what is the maximum number of balikbayan boxes that can be placed in the van? So for the formula, the volume has the formula length times width times height. If you are going to solve for that one, the length is 16 times 4 times height, which is 6 feet. And 16 times 4 times 6 is 384 cubic feet. Okay, bakit cubic feet po? Kasi tatlong feet po, or tatlong beses po na ulit si feet. That is cubic feet. Now, is this now the final answer? The question was, what is the maximum number of balikbayan boxes that can be placed inside the van? Take note, the box is 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet. So, we don't have the answer yet. Because ang tinatanong po dito, ilang pong balikbayan boxes ang magkakasya dito sa 384 cubic feet. So, what's the next process to do? I'll give you 1 minute or 30 seconds to think first. Okay? Okay. The next thing to do is we are going to identify the volume of the cubic box. So, the volume of cubic box is, pag sinabi pong box, the same po ang length niya, kung ang length, width, at saka height niya rather. So, kung ang 2 ang isa, the rest are 2 also. So, length, 2 times 2 times 2. That is equivalent to 8 cubic feet. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2, magiging cubic feet na siya. Okay? So, in other words, ilang 8 cubic feet magkasya dito sa 384. And that is now the process of how to get how many boxes can be placed in the container van. So if we are going to divide 384 cubic feet divided by 8 cubic feet, the answer is 48 boxes. Okay, there are 48 boxes that can be filled in this van. Okay, that is that example of our volume. Now, for your quiz, I would like you to identify a rectangular aquarium. Identify the volume wherein a rectangular aquarium is to be filled with water. It has a dimension of 36 by 9 by 12 inches. Find the volume of the water to be filled in the aquarium. Take note, 7 points for the complete solution with formula, -1 for every incorrect solving, and 3 points for the correct conclusion. So, in this case, naglagay na ba ako ng conclusion sa example natin? Not yet, wala pa po. So, lagyan natin siya ng conclusion. The question was, how many boxes? Ilang boxes daw po ang magkasya sa container van? So, balikan natin yung problem. So, in this case, there should be 48 boxes to be filled in the van. So that is now the answer. So there should be 48 boxes to be filled in the van. Now, 3 points po yung conclusion, kaya ako ginawang conclusion ngayon para meron kayong example. Take note, the question here is find the volume of the water to be filled in the aquarium. So therefore, ang yung conclusion dito, the volume of the water to be filled in the aquarium is blank. Okay? So that is how to solve for this quiz number 1, part 2. Okay? So I'll be giving you 5 minutes to answer this one, then we will check afterwards. Okay, screenshot na lang po muna para sa part 2 tayo. That's quiz number 1. Part 2, quiz number 1. Okay, let's proceed to the next part of the lesson. So let's proceed now to the angle. So, Angle, what is this angle? When you say angle, there are three types of angle. An acute angle, a right angle, and obtuse angle. Ano nga ba yung angle? So, angle has the symbol para siyang L. Okay? That is the symbol of the angle. Now, ano po yung kinalaman ng symbol na yan? Mas pinapaikli po nito ang ating pagsulat. So, the first type of angle is what you call the acute angle. Example po ng acute angle. These are angles less than 90 degrees. Example. Okay, this is the center. This is the first ray, the second ray. So, this one is 30 degrees. Less than 90. So, therefore, this is an example of an acute angle. The next one is the right angle. The right angle is exactly 90 degrees. Okay? The symbol for the right angle is a small box on its corner. Ibig sabihin, 90 degrees po yan siya. Exactly. The next one is the obtuse angle. Okay. An obtuse angle is more than 90 degrees. Is the center, more than 90 degrees, but less than 180. So, for example, this is 130 degrees. So, this is now an example of an obtuse. It is between 90, above 90, but less than 180. So, this is an example of an obtuse angle. Now, how are we going to measure an angle? Of course, we have the following materials to be used. The first one is what you call the protractor. Okay, as you can see on the picture, the red one starts with 180, 170, 160, and the last number is 0. Are we going to use this red one? Yes, we are going to use that one, but literally, we will be using the black color. Minsan lang po ginagamit ang red one. Okay? So, take a look at this. At the center of our protractor, meron po siyang point dyan. Yan po yung center natin. And this one are the rays, yung sa baba. Okay? Yung linya na yan. Not that, hindi po itong linya na ito, kundi itong linya na nasa loob ng plastic. Hindi po itong linya na nasa labas, kundi nasa loob. Okay, yan po yung linya na gagamitin natin. Let's begin. As you can see on the picture, meron pong plus dyan. Yan po yung center. So, let's try measuring this one. Oops. Okay. Ano po kaya ang measurement nito? So, take note, ito pong cross dito sa gitna, yan po yung nasa center natin. Next, dapat itong linya na itong drawing ko, magkalinya siya sa linya na nasa loob ng ating protractor. So, magkalinya. Now, in this case, ano po yung gagamitin natin na measurement? Is it the red one or the black one? In this case, pag binilang po natin siya, yung 0 po mag-start dito, papunta po dito, that is 40. Kalahati po ng 40 at saka 50, that is 45. So, therefore, our angle here is 45. Now, what if nabaliktad mo, ginamit mo yung ibang color? Ang sagot is 135. Is it correct? Of course not. It is incorrect. Ganun lang po magamit ng protractor. Okay? Next part of the lesson. Time and rate. So, standard time. Standard time is 12-hour notation while the military time is astronomical time, that is 24-hour notation. AM is ante-meridian and PM is post-meridian. So allow me to give examples. So example that the time is 12-hour. Okay, wala na po akong ink. I'll be using a ballpen na lang po. So we have the 12-hour format and the 24-hour format. So example of a 12-hour format is like this. 03 o'clock. Ibig sabihin that's 3 o'clock in the morning. So kapag i-convert, mali po. Sorry for that. Nabaliktad ko. This is a 24-hour format and a 12-hour format. Sorry for that. So, example, 03 o'clock. Kapag ganito po ang example, 0, merong 0 dito tapos 3, tapos wala pong nakasulat na AM or PM, 24-hour format po yan siya. Pero kapag ganito po ang example, 3 o'clock AM, merong AM at saka PM, that is an example of a 12-hour format at saka wala siyang 0 dito. Kapag walang 0, 12-hour format po yan siya. Kapag merong 0, 24-hour format yan siya. Okay, next, what about 5 p.m.? Anong oras po yan siya? Okay, 5 p.m., lumampas siya ng 12 o'clock ng tanghali. So, therefore, ang oras natin dito, lumampas siya ng 12, ganito. Pag i-convert natin siya into 24-hour format, so, kung lumampas siya ng 12 noon, kasi 5 p.m. naman, lumampas siya ng 12 noon, so, ilang oras ang idagdag mo para maging 5 p.m. siya? So, sa 12. So, dadagdag ka ng 5 oras. Kasi 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 p.m. So, dagdag ka ng 12. So, kapag i-add mo si 12 at saka si 5, that is 17. So, 17 at 17 o'clock is the conversion of our 5 p.m. Ganun po yan siya. Okay? So, let's have more example to that one. So, example, what is the 5:30 p.m. in military time? Okay, 5:30 p.m. daw. Ano din siya oras sa military time? So, we have 5:30 p.m. This is the standard time. We are going to convert that one into a 24-hour format or military time. So, 5:30 p.m. lumampas po siya ng tanghali. So, therefore, maglagay na tayo ng 12. Ilang oras para darating ka sa 5:30? So, that is, mag-a-add ka ng 5 hours and 30 minutes. So, 12 plus 5 magiging 17:30. And that is now the answer. At 17 o'clock and 30 minutes is our military time. Okay, the next question, we have question number 2. What is the 2 a.m. in military time? 2 a.m. Okay, 2 a.m. Lumampas ba siya ng tanghali? Hindi po. Kasi nag-start po tayo ng oras ng 1 a.m. or 00 o'clock. Okay, 1 a.m. to a.m. So, hindi pa siya lumampas ng tanghali. So, therefore, ang sagot dito, pag i-convert mo siya, 0 to, then, o'clock. Again, take note, 0 to, then, o'clock. That is how to answer that one. Okay? So, that is number 2 example. Number 2, this is number 1. Okay? So, let's have now a more specific example to that. So, time and rate. What is this? Okay. This lesson is about, let me read first. Time and rate. Okay, when you say time and rate, this is the concept of time, very basic and integral in discussion of the concepts. So, we have the following example. An airplane bound for Beijing took off from the Ninoy Aquino International Airport at 11:15 a.m. Its estimated time of arrival in Beijing is okay, nagkamali po ito. Allow me to erase, to edit. That's 15.55 24-hour military time, 15:55. So, ano po yung oras yan siya sa 15:55? So, the distance from Manila, Beijing is 2,839 kilometers. The questions, what time in standard time is the plane supposed to arrive in Beijing? So, I'm sorry, nagkamali lang po ito, wrong type lang po. Military time po yan, 15:55. So, yung 15 o'clock and 55 minutes, yan daw po yung oras na darating siya sa Beijing. Iko-convert daw natin ito into standard time. Convert natin into standard time. So, 15 and 55. Okay. Since lumampas siya ng 12, ibig sabihin, hapon na ito. So, therefore, yung 12 noon, ilan po ang oras na idadagdag natin para makuha si 15 and 55? So, sa 12 noon pa lang, ilan po ang idadagdag natin? 3 hours lang po ang idadagdag natin at saka 55. Kasi po, 2 plus 3 magiging 5. Yun po. So, therefore, ulitin ko, meron tayong 12 hours. Tapos, ang sagot dapat is 15 and 55. Ilan po ang idadagdag natin para makuha si 15 and 55? So, 2 plus something, magiging 5 siya. So, that is 3. Tapos, 0 plus 0 plus something, magiging 55 siya. So, that is 55. So, 355 po ang sagot. So therefore, the answer is 3:55. Now, ano siya? AM or PM? Take note, lumampas tayo ng 12 noon because we are now on 15. Kaya po, PM po yung sagot natin dito. 3:55 PM. So, sa question number 1, therefore, the plane will arrive at 3:55 PM in Beijing. Okay? How long is the flight? Okay. How long? Ilan daw po, gaano daw po kalayo? So, we have number 2 question. Gaano daw po kalayo ang flight? I know. Ilang oras daw po ang layo ng flight? So, we have 11:15 nag-start ng umaga. Natapos siya ng 3:55 ng hapon. So, gaano daw, ilang oras daw po yan siya? So, 11. Paano daw po ito isosolve? So, in this case, i-convert muna natin to siya um, into some, tawag ito, ay hindi natin i-convert kasi meron na pala tayong given. So, balikan natin yung oras kanina. So, yung sagot natin dito na 15:55, kailangan natin yun siya. Isasubtract lang natin 15:55, isasubtract lang natin siya sa 11:15. And that is the amount of time na kung saan nag-travel siya. 5 minus 5, 0. 5 minus 1, that is 4. 5 minus 1, that is 4. 1 minus 1, 0. So therefore, there are 4 hours and 40 minutes. And 40 minutes ang biyahe. So therefore, 4 hours and 40 minutes is the amount of time spent in traveling Manila to Beijing. Manila to Beijing. Okay? So, kasi po ang question number 2, how long is the flight? So, therefore, the flight is 4 hours and 40 minutes long. Next, what is the plane's average speed? In this case, we have the formula. Number 3, average speed. So, the average speed, for a while, I'll give you 1 minute to copy this one. For number 2, 30 seconds rather, because it is still part of your portfolio notebook. So, please copy. Okay, let's continue. So, let's now move to number 3 question. For number 3, what is the plane's average speed? So, speed is equals to, ito po yung formula, distance over time. So, sabi po, ang distance po dyan, based sa ating problem, is 2,839 kilometers over time. Ilan po yung time natin? Balikan natin kanina. Sa number 2, yung time po na ginamit natin is 4 hours and 4 hours and 40 minutes. So, 4 hours and 40 minutes. Okay. 4 hours and 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Now, in this case, hindi po siya pwede i-divide ng 4.40. Kasi po, bawal po yan siya. Okay, in this case, yung 2839 natin, dito muna tayo, solve muna tayo sa gilid. Yung 4 hours and 40 minutes natin, 4 hours and 40 minutes, i-convert muna natin siya. Itong 4 hours, of course, 4 hours na lang yan siya. Itong 40 minutes naman po, rather, itong 40 minutes naman po, i-divide natin siya into 60. 40 divided by 60, the answer is 0.67. So, kaya pwede natin siyang gamitin 4.67. In this case, 2839 divided by 4.67. Take note, bakit ko po i-divide itong 40 divided by 60? Kasi po, there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So, 40 kaya siya 0.67. So, kapag dinivide na natin 2839 divided by 4.67, the answer now is 607.92 kilometers per hour. Okay, yan na po yung sagot. 607.92 kilometers per hour. That is now the final answer. Now, conclusion tayo. Therefore, ang question, the plane's average speed is 607.92 kilometers per hour. Okay, that is now the answer. Okay, please copy for the third example. Next, we will proceed for the next one. Okay, while you are copying, I would like to announce this. For quiz number 2, draw any 5 angles in different images. 10 points po yun siya. Then, pag nakadraw na kayo, 5 angles ha. So, in other words, gagawa kayo ng 5 angles. Magdodraw kayo. Tulad nung kanina, nung ginawa ko, different angles. Nagdraw ako ng angle dito. 5 ganito, different, magkaibang sizes, magkaibang itsura, at saka magkaiba ng pababa ba, pataas, pa left, pa right. Depende sa inyo. 5 gagawin nyo ganon. Then, take a picture of it and send it at facebook.com/humang21 with the measure that you have. Gagamitan nyo siya ng tinatawag nating protractor para ma-measure. Okay? Next, for test 2, convert the following to standard time. So, 23:45, B, C, D, E. Hindi po yan siya A, B, C, D, E ha. For letter A, i-convert mo yan siya into standard time. For letter B, convert that one into standard time. Letter C, also convert that one into standard time. Hanggang ma-complete mo yung letter E. So, total of 10 points for test 2. So, this is now our quiz number 2 for module number 1. I would like you to answer that one and submit it today because we will be checking that one after a few minutes. Okay? So, maybe this ends our lesson. So, goodbye everyone. Thank you and God bless. So, copy muna. Okay, end ko na po siguro. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I-upload ko po ito sa ating Google Classroom. Bye everyone. God bless.